Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. Yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Benz, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. Ooh, never panic. Get a worry, send it up and then it vanish. Yeah, I can't stand it. Out of all the way you move and see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Still strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Tables set, now tables turn. Guys playing, don't say a word. Know the price, cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. Yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Benz, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. Ooh, never panic. Get a worry, send it up and then advance.
Well, screw it. I'm talking to you, I'm playing. Luda, yeah, we got plenty available. I think there's about 60 left, maybe a little less, maybe 50. But welcome back, guys. Word of mouth, Friday night. Got an early day tomorrow. Got to drive back up to Minneapolis. So, we're not going to stay on here too late. But, yeah, raffle tickets are available, right? It's $50 a ticket, or you can buy 5 and get a 6th one for free. And someone asked earlier if the first number drawn gets removed from the pot, so the same number cannot win twice. It would be kind of cool to see, but God, that would suck for everybody if one person won it with one $50 ticket. No, that's nothing to say. If you buy multiples, your name's not out of the drawing. You can win both, but it has to be different numbers. Next thing is, I'm playing the events mode a little bit right now, and I was warming up doing that. I have 2 better right now. I didn't want to keep this kind of game away from you guys. So we're gonna play this one out. El Presidente Aiden gets a redemption shot tonight after going 0-8 for the 2 cycles we played. I mean, I did shoot. He had 1 game he should have won. I shot a 2 off on Neon, but otherwise everything else was above par. Thank you, Luda. And good luck. All right, so how can we ace this? This is an uglier one. I don't like it. And the dark. Get it! Woo! I thought it. And I will open Excel right now. I got to be careful. I don't want to close stuff down that Richard's been working on. I know, it's my computer at my house, and shit. Hey, Scott. And Jackie, maybe? Austin, my man. Yes, sir. We're doing good. I will say this. After streaming on Wednesday, Thursday was a little rough. I was a bit sore. That was the first time. That was 3.5 hours, I think, and I hadn't pumped that many in a row in a while. All right, got the PayPal from you. Let's go here. Got you, Dylan. Let's get you added here. Perfect. You're down, sir. Now, God damn it. No, that's right. All right, good. I got to make sure to close it down here because it didn't look like the updates were taken up. Yeah, me too, man. Oh, sweet. Get a good look at it. The commercial boxes are invites are pretty much the same. Remind me to give Kevin Lindsay. I have to have him reactivate a card for locked. Okay, good, good, good. No, it's man. Yep. All good, Luda. Stop. Stop. Don't give me a... That's a terrible effort on a 2-better. Hey, held it together, though. I thought that, being my first real putt at this today, I thought that was for sure missing. All right, this has got every chance of going in, too. Oh, God. Everybody's having good days. I got pictures of John Turturro hanging out with a good love of our lives, Lizzie Salas. Probably the best female Golden Tee player I've ever played with. No, that's not saying she's the best ever. She did pop a 30 on Moose Landing, so that's pretty impressive. The little two better on Moose. And that was before clubs and tees and balls and shit. That's good. But they're down there. He's hanging out. It looked like he was going to the Sox game, but I don't know if he is. There even is a Sox game tonight. I'd have to look. But yeah, playing for 3 hours straight or 3.5 hours, I was a bit sore. The next day going to the bar did not feel good. I quit within 20 games. There is no way that ball should have gone that far. Well, we're keeping it together, right? Hold it together. That's all we got to do here. Let's get this one to go in, though. God, I wanted to hit that naked. I'm a little... The warm-up game's got me a little nervous, man. I got the two better going here. I don't want to blow it. 294. We should be good with a high 4-wood. Okay, we're taking it. We're happy. Flip thumb 5 with bite. This is ugly. My body forced me to push that away from that wall. That shot most likely, actually, speed-wise, I hit that money, but not going in most likely, so we'll hold it off. Pins in the middle. This is the first time I've gotten this look on this. This is the first different tee box I've gotten. I mean, first different pin location. That would have felt nice. Come on, baby. Finish it off. That's all we got to do. Finish her off. Sail. Well, wow, I hit that putt awfully hard. Good thing the stick was there. That ball was rolling over for certain. All right, save the putt. That's not where I wanted that today. This putt's going to be tough. Woo! All right, keep it together. God damn, my live stream stuff here, the games have been pretty good. I'm happy with that. All right, that'll hold me off on events for now. We're going to take a look. We're going to dive right into some invites. We're going to play a couple of these ones with Aiden. We'll use him as a warm-up. It's not much competition, obviously. But let's see where we got here. Let's just go by time, actually. I'm sure I've got some ones that I have to finish before they expire tonight. Hey, guys, if you do send me invites, I try to play them all in the stream if I can. If I don't, don't take it as a slight at you, like, you didn't play my game alive. That's never the point. Oh, we're going to have to clear a lot of this. We're going to play that tonight. We're going to play these guys. Let's play the Hollywood heads up. I don't want to start with Hollywood, but let's do it. I believe I'm just going to plan on holding out a couple times early so that I can lay off. I can just take a 3-putt bogey on 17. All right, 467. So the day I had today, I had to drive to the Illinois border for a little bit of sleep help. So I got to have myself some Portillo's for lunch with Jeremiah. That was a fantastic thing. I came home relaxed, played a little bit of baseball when I got home, and happened to pull, I don't know if anybody plays the Show 22, but man, I've not pulled anything this year. And I pulled a Trout, a DeGrom, and a Vlad. Altogether, if you had to buy those with cash, which you could, it would be about $800 worth of cards, which is nice. So I'm having a good day. Trout was really the last thing I hadn't pulled, so, but I sold the card right away because it's worth too damn much right now. So I'm using that money, buy stuff. No, he's not the highest rated, but he is the highest priced. He was up there. I believe that you've got Aaron Judge and Jose Ramirez passed him up. That's in. Book it. Oh, guys, guys, I'm gonna have to start taking care of my feet because they're soaking wet with how moist it is below me right now. We're gonna have to keep socks and shit around, dude. 2 rules here on this stream. Don't do anything stupid like going and getting yourself killed, and take care of your feet. 2 standing orders here. That might be in too. Oh. Hey, Jason, how you doing, sir? Anyway, bring back the time. I wonder if it's not the playing, but when I get excited and start dancing around and stuff, that hurts my neck. Either way, we're not going to stop doing either one, so we're going to keep doing it. Simple, simple, simple. Let's keep going, man. Keep them rolling. So, one of the things we got, we're going to get, thanks to Justin Wilson's idea, we're getting some lock conditions cards here. Kevin, it's coming back. There was an issue with it, so they shut it off for a bit. It should be with the next patch, if I'm understanding correctly. That, and then some fixes on some clubs relating in between PGA and Legacy as well. I'm really hoping that they copy the Legacy over to PGA, but it's up to whatever's easier for them. Would make more sense. But I mean, let's be honest, there's more people playing Legacy right now than PGA, so we got to get those. We got to get everything matched up. That's the key. Hey Neil, how you doing, buddy? All right, tiered green. We know I hate these, but this one's not too bad. Well, we don't know. I don't believe the PGA has a 9-wood that's about 10 yards off. So basically, when we look at the 9-wood on Legacy, we just have calculated adding 10 yards in. Perfect, great. On PGA, that 10 yards doesn't exist. So my guess is they patch it to match PGA and fix the problem with this one. But the problem with this one has us built so many bags with it already that it's going to be a bigger cost. I'm expecting, I would hope to see some caddy coins or anything like that to rebuild these bags. Jerry, my man, how you doing, buddy? Feel up on that long. Guys, Fridays are typically a slower night because you guys are out playing at the bars. So tonight's a night, if you're watching and you have questions, ask away, man. And every night's like that, but you're going to get a lot more one-on-one attention this evening. If you see some... Oh, did he get another one? Oh, my God, he's 2 better, dude. I mean, let's be honest. The 9-wood on PGA is actually the right... It looks right. It plays correct for based off of every other club we have in the game. The only issue I have is that we all have built a ton of bags. Which hole are you talking? Honestly, I haven't found a single shot that requires any specialty clubs at Golden Tee right now. The newer contest or the older one, the contest on home editions, or the ones that are in the world right now on prize play. I think a standard bag plays throughout every course without a problem. All right, we're going to up one here. We're going to get cute. We're going to try to make it, but... Chris, you're going to have to go, man. We know that's your fault. I didn't even try to make that. James, that's just silly. That's a shitty way to lose your one better, because that doesn't hit the... If that didn't hit the stick, that ball was in. It really was. It was perfect. I gotta say, it was exactly where I was aiming at, and that was perfect. I'm not very pleased. I did get a message from somebody today that says, dude, the 5-wood skips the water from down here too. Oh, that's no good. Well, that's okay. Well, that's really good. That's building back stamina, man. That's what I keep telling myself with the neck. All right, if I play 50, if I get 30 in today, that's 5 more than yesterday. It's getting more stamina in it. Oh, Jesus. Oh, come on! I want you to be safe, though, Jason. That's okay, but you got to be safe, because we want you to watch again. Undercut, and you go into a ravine that's like 20 yards deep. All right, well, you'll have to point it out when we get there, because it's giving me blanks right now. Oh, well, I guess, you know what? Honestly, losing 10 yards would actually kill me on 18 of Easter. That would actually be a problem on a couple setups. You guys did see that the 6-wood clears those trees, right? The left tree. It makes that shot a lot simpler. Don't feel nothing at all. All right, pins at the bottom. I really want to make this a 4-iron coming in. And then I'll bounce the top tier. Bounce the top tier, kick down to the bottom. Not going to make it, but I know if the 4, it won't back into that thing and shoot me wet. I didn't get it where I wanted to. Now I got to judge this. This sucks. Because if I back this into the tier with the 9-wood, I'm gonna totally screw myself. If I back it into the tier, I bet this thing rides all the way back up into the water. Okay, I'm not pissed right now. It was a horrible shot, but that's okay. How bad is it? How bad is it? Okay, pins on the tier. And then now stupid. Yes, what the fucking worst hole they've ever designed. What the fuck? What a dumb fucking... Oh, God. That thing is terrible. Such a bad hole. Yeah, cool. That's gonna... Unbelievable, dude. No, I don't... It's the worst hole he's ever made. Honestly, he should quit fucking designing the game, because he obviously doesn't know shit about it. That's fucking terrible. That is the worst. Why would you want players to feel that way at the end of a round? You made a stupid hole that... I just put a ball fucking 3 feet from the pin, and it ended up 30 feet away in the water. That's so stupid. And it's not about having a certain club. It's about not having the game screw you because the physics of tiered greens are ridiculous. Unbelievable. Such a fucking terror. Honestly, that... Really. And if people think I'm wrong with that, play Jamaica 18 and putt it over the edge when the pin's close to the line. Enjoy not being able to putt the ball up at all. Enjoy being stuck. So stupid, guys. That's ridiculous. I know, it's the worst hole in the last 10 years, to be honest with you. That's worse than Jamaica 18. Because Jamaica 18, you really have a lot more options to not screw it up. Yeah, that's terrible, dude. They should be, honestly, he should be ashamed of himself with that. I don't mind holes that penalize you for hitting bad shots, but I hit a very good shot there. But that also teaches me, I guess you'll never backspin a high tee shot on that either, because that's too much spin. So if I would have bit that shot, it would have been fine. I'm going to play one more warm-up, and then I'm going to knock out the tournament game against Scott Hummel there. He's waiting. All right, so we want to make sure we're on our par 3 bag. And then, guys, if I play events, somebody remind me. Now I can't say that I didn't wait long enough, because we got it down to 5 seconds now for the lag between you guys. Yeah, there's not. Those two are the only really bad holes. There's some holes I didn't like, but it was just I didn't like them. That is a bad design. It's in very poor taste. If anybody there knew how to play the game, they would probably be like, oh, Jim, this is horrible. Please don't do this. But it's clear, I mean, we don't have time to play the game. So they're working their asses off being understaffed, and there's not a lot of time to play the game. I'm so weird having all my thumbs go as far as they are now. Gosh, do I not hit this with any spin and risk go? Yeah, let's try it. Let's go here. And let's just flip this thing up there and try to make it. I didn't need to move it back. I kind of overplayed my new thumbs. And that ball that bounced up, stopped, and rolled down from the top tier into the water. Got it. It's insulting, to be quite frank. No, yeah, it's hey, Mr. O'Connor. So, Kevin, your boy Aiden, your boy Aiden put a 2 cycles against me the other night, went 0-8. So he's giving me 8 more attempts at this. We're giving him 8 more attempts tonight to see if he can catch up. He deserves it, dude. I mean, that's what you get if you're going to send me pictures with you and your 2 friends that are good friends of all of ours, drinking Stag's Leap, my favorite winery in the world, and not invite me or patronizingly invite me and say, "Oh yeah, you can come over." Then you're going to get your fucking shit pushed in when we play invites. That's all there is to it. So Aiden, just know it, my man. Nah, Dave Portnoy, he's coming over. We're going to play some tea. Oh, come on, make it. One time, ball. One time. I used my one time, too, and it didn't work. We're trying, man. We're going to get them there. I think I can now comment on this. It's not fully set yet, but I believe I'll be making an appearance at the TPC Deer Run for the John Deere Classic coming up here in a couple weeks with a little booth from IT and some PGA machines that we're going to be showing off while we're there. There's going to be a booth in the main lobby and also a booth in their fan zone tent. If it's really hot, I'm going to be in the main lobby. I'm not going in a tent if it's super hot out. So that should be a good time. It's a pretty close drive for me, too, so it's not too far out of the way. They don't have to pay for any flights or anything, so that's good for everybody. But these are the kind of things we're going to start seeing a lot more of, whether it's me, whether it's others going out. We're going to start seeing a lot more of these promotional type events. And that's what the PGA contract's going to bring us, guys. We're going to get a chance to show off the game to a lot of other people that weren't playing it or seeing it before. And that's going to be huge for our prize pools, for advertisers, for things like that, for world championships. So, as I've said the whole time, guys, the vision is great. I agree with you guys. The vision is awesome, right? What they're doing is awesome. We don't agree with all the decisions they make. Like, I saw everybody up in arms about money shot. Well, they changed that real quick. They have to test things, though, and see. Because the people that were saying, oh, I'm boycotting it. Well, that might make somebody like me go and decide to throw $30 at it to try and win one a day. So we're always looking at things in our own little bubble when it comes to IT, but remember, those of us here are 1% of the people that play GoldenTeeTV. Or we hope. I hope. If it's not 1%, well, maybe we need to start rethinking some things. But you get what I'm saying. We're a small percentage of the players of GoldenTeeTV, so decisions have to be made based on everybody. And a lot of times those are in conjunction with what we like, too, what we need. Sometimes they don't, and sometimes we need to just suck it up and just deal with it. 98 straight thumbs. This is so different for me. This is not something I'm used to. I'm still adapting to it, but it's getting there, but it's different. That was my flip thumb for me there, which is way longer than it was before. This is a great part 3 setup too, by the way. Whatever one this is, whoever picked this one is great. Except that all of the good ones have this at the end. I have to think that gets me a win on this. That was not a fun setup. We all don't have a club in our par 3 bags to conquer that bad boy. Oh, yeah, I'm curious too, because I've seen some shots that were pretty incredible via recordings on people's phones. I can't wait to start seeing the YouTubes back, because I think you guys got a lot of goodies out there that we haven't seen yet. Down in... All right, we'll take the smooth 18 under on that invite. We're going to jump right in for Scott Hummel. I'm feeling pretty goddamn warm. Oh, hi, Chris. How you doing, CJ? How you been, buddy? Almost feel like nothing's changed at all. I think I got to switch my card out down here. It's about dead. The Florida 2020 card is about hitting its limits. You know, if I was a smart man from back in the day, I would have been saving these cards and not playing with them, and then kind of made like a board, like all of the printouts for all of the cards in time. I have to think that I've got to be up there with tournament attendant. Okay, wait a minute. There's shit missing, isn't there? Weren't there trees in front of us before? Right? I don't remember this being so wide open. There were trees in front of here, right? Oh, fuck you, James. It's getting to that point where he's about on par with the Jim Z on that case. I just don't... I really hate the hole because... He's made he makes incredible courses and designs good courses. And then you ruin it with one stupid decision that anybody that plays it's like, wow, what the fuck is this? Dude, this is missing a ton of trees, right? No, I have this one assigned. This one's got an assigned bag, but this is missing all sorts of stuff, isn't it? This feels so different. And don't get me wrong, guys. I am not creative enough to have ever designed any of these, right? Okay, the trees look weird here, though. Yeah, I got that. I threw that out a lot for. This is weird. I didn't hear Scott saying anything that it screwed him, so I'm not going to feel bad if I win. Another pin hit. This is all you, Anthony. Hi, John. Is Lizzie watching too? We love her too. Hold on, hope, and the game looks better, though, doesn't it? It looks a lot cleaner. Like, they definitely updated graphics. They definitely did, guys. Whether it's not 4K for certain, but it's definitely, I mean, they did better art here. Ah, hey, your sirens calling. Yeah, I will say they beautifuled it up a little bit. Yeah, this is missing a whole row of trees in the background, isn't it? Absolutely is. 100%. Gotta be. All right, so we should have the Mothra on this hole. Let's see if the moth is still there. I think it is. Yep, look, there it is. So beautiful. Big and beautiful moth. What if it would have hit that? Name as it's called again. I don't. Well, actually, the butterflies were in play behind the tee boxes. Yeah, but it's missing it's missing trees. Hopefully, it's all just background shit that it's missing. Well, I mean, really, I mean, just for the playability wise. But this is the kind of shit why they can't have legacy games that are 2021s have prize play open in contests that are on the 2022s. Because, I mean, if they did remove or add trees or fix trees, the gameplay is different, and legally they think it's... Legally, they would have some problems with that, and I agree they would. And this year they did turn it off really quick, and this is why, because it's different. Chasing tail right up your heart. Nobody said it was easy. It's such a shame. Okay, yeah, there's a tree missing right here. That one would have been, it was blocking you before a lot of the time. Yeah, definitely different. Definitely trees are gone, but that's good. I wonder if they pulled, I wonder if they pulled certain objects out that weren't rendered as well and replaced them, but just didn't realize how many they missed. That hurts. I think I just lost with that. I'm guessing Scott realizes that I probably just lost because I just missed that easy ass putt. But I did notice, look at the water on the overhead. It's black. And that water shouldn't be black. I noticed this a lot. God, if I got to get my putting corrected, because I am missing a lot of putts lately. And it's not necessarily because of me. It is putting differences. But I still have to adapt to it, which I should have already, because it's the same as last year, it seems. But some of the holes, man, you have a 42-foot putt, and you can't get it high enough on a left 10. Let's talk Easter 18 specifically. Then the next time you have a 39-foot putt, and you miss it fucking outside by... You miss it high side by 5 feet. Okay, brings me right back in it. Ooh, ah, ooh. Ah, hopefully the putt didn't kill me, Scott. Hopefully the putt did not kill me. Did they just give me a birdie on 18? No. Wait, did they? I don't know. Doesn't matter. We'll see. If it did, hopefully it gave you one too. But that, I thought I was 26 going in. I'll have to look. I don't. You guys will tell me that I'm thinking crazy. When you play guitar. I don't know. I don't even know. How many was I giving you? 4? I don't see that. Why did I get a birdie on 18? All right, now this is why I want to see these fucking... I want to see a lock conditions car. There was... Was it a... Okay, I gotta ask, Scott, was that a par 4 for you? That was never a par 4 before. What the fuck? I'm actually kind of confused. But, okay, now, if anybody's available, can you clip that? Can somebody clip that for me? Because that's wrong. Clip it, send it to my Facebook if you could. Or to message or text it to me. But you can clip on YouTube now because that's got... And this is why we said I want to see lock condition cards, because that's broken. If this is the course that pulls up during the tournament, and some machines are getting that and some aren't, okay. Oh, good. Well then, okay, we're not, but we definitely. Well, but okay, Steve. So part of, I agree. It's not right. Oh, okay. I got. Well, I barely won. What are you talking about, dude? Yeah, I got a picture. All I needed was an image, I guess. But and all right, good. Perfect. Yeah, I understand that, but that's not prize play. That wasn't prize play, right? And I mean, they knew some of those they had issues on some of the older courses that weren't for prizes, but that was a contest just playing the course, and we've seen contests having problems. They felt comfortable with prize play being good, but invites are a form of prize play, and if that's broken, I can't trust that I'm getting it as a par 4 and you're not getting it as a par 5 kind of thing. That would kind of be a little crazy. All right, there we go. The invite to. All right, so we're done there. Let's go. Let's get some more invites. Let's give Aiden his chance. I don't know. He's not here yet, I don't think. I'm going to text him, though. He's not a Facebook guy. But that's great. I mean, honestly, that's fantastic, though, that we get to see that. I'm happy that both of us had it being par 4s. That's great. I'm also just not happy that it's a par 4. I'm curious now to see if everyone gets that setup, that if we have that course draw in St. Louis. But luckily, I'll have a lock conditions card before we leave. So we're going to stream it out on Wednesday at the least. And if I have it by Monday, great. If I get it on Tuesday, I'll jump live and play them all out just to see if we're getting something different on lock conditions than we are on prize play, or what tee boxes we're getting. We don't know and they don't know, so let's set it down for certain and figure out what we're gonna have. All right, so normally at 433, I would try to hit this straight because I'm gonna hit it almost 400. I'm gonna leave a 30 to 50 yard chush. Well, now that I'm looking at it, on the overhead, that pin looked a lot farther right than it is, doesn't it? Looks like it's right on the edge. we're okay. We're just going to hit it straight. We're going to keep it a little left. It'll kick back right on the bounce. And I should have a level shush coming in. Even if I hit the fringe first, it should go straight. Now, normally I'm not thinking about where I'm positioning quite this much. But on a hole where I'm trying to make a shush, I know that that's pretty level on this from this over here. So I'm just going to go with the 5-wood bite. I'm actually going to go with a 6 bite so it bounces hot through that. And I needed backspin. That ball didn't get high enough. That sucks. But that's also part of the thing with shushing. You have to know where your ball's going to carry to. I honestly thought with the 6-wood that was going to hit barely the fringe or maybe the beginning of the rough, but I misjudged that a little bit. I hit it perfect. And I heard somebody asking about a database for it. Like, does anybody have the distances for shushes charted off? It's not really necessary because the calculation's really quick. Update stick. All right, let's get this thing to go in. Nope, not hard enough. It's done. Sorry, guys. I always want to make sure to answer any update questions right as I get them. Because I know from years of playing, before I had a home edition, that was like the most exciting day for me with Golden Tee. So I want to make sure everybody's out playing when they get it. It's not my job. You're right. It's not my job, but it is our job, dude. Those of us that know a little bit about it and can help with it, can help you guys play Golden Tee faster. Why the fuck wouldn't we? I mean, and there's a small part of it that helping people get that going. Yeah, okay. One, it helps me get the word of mouth brand more recognizable. Okay, that's good. There is the selfish part of it too. 2, I really enjoy the feeling of feeling like wanted. And I love the comments and shit, right? But it's more that I knew how they felt. Like when something was broken, I really wanted to play. Like I needed that there. You know, I needed it to be there and ready. And since I didn't have the ability to do anything about it back then, I would be worried. But then we had the Marcade in Minnesota. We had the original Cade. I started screwing around with machines a lot more, having to fix them and work on them. My Marcade in Minnesota had, I used power vending for my vendor. Uh-oh, Aiden's not here. Hey, Chad, how you doing, bud? Oh. Oh, I didn't know that bounce kicked that way. I was not expecting that to get... All right, that's actually something to know. That bounce kicks back to the middle, so I can play it short there and have it kick up. No, you're good, man. Oh, anytime, man. Absolutely, John. You know we're here to help. All right, we were just talking about that. So I stopped using a high 5-wood there and realized you can just hit a 6 as hard as you want. That's perfect. So, and when you're playing Golden Tee at a tournament and things, don't hesitate to use your tees on every hole if you think it helps you. If you're playing a lot at home, get out of the impression of using a tee on every hole. it will definitely help you get better, and you'll realize that it's been a crutch for you and not necessarily a helper. Sad about you and me. But the key is, John, you're playing 2022 now. And especially since we waited a long time for courses this year, man. The last time we had that long of a wait was when Live released, but it still wasn't even that long. It was like a year and 8 months, if I'm remembering right. They released it with the original courses. You had Coral Vista, Kangaroo, Crawdad, not Crawdad, I don't know, what's the C one? Cumberland. Whispering and Heather Point, and then we played those for a year and a half, year and 8 months. So that really wasn't that bad because they were the live machines were so new, like we were like still so excited to have them. Now it's been 2 years. I'm just happy it happened for the 21 courses. Probably the best set of courses we may have ever had, and I'm saying that now especially because how much we still played them. Well, we didn't have stouts, you're right, but we didn't have new tee boxes. We didn't have. There was a lot less there that you had. You only had 3 tee boxes. No. There was a lot more involved. It was really such a new thing for us, and prize play was flourishing. I mean, I don't think any of us really even felt the burn at all from not having them. But I'm saying that 21 might. I mean, if we had. Okay, in the state that the courses that we have right now, if we had to play these for 2 years, I think a lot of people wouldn't. They're not nearly as replayable yet. The contest boxes, that's a different story. They're a lot more exciting, a lot more change, a lot more variety to them. But I really don't even think we're playing these boxes. I don't think they're the right boxes yet anyway. I think that the program that they wrote to try to select the tee boxes that they overhauled is having issues. What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean by that. No, nope. It went from, we were still on cabinets, right? The monitor change was, I believe, 2011. And to be quite frank with you, none of us wanted to change. Put it this way, there was more vitriol towards that than there was towards people going to PGA. Yeah, absolutely. So when I heard people whining about PGA, a lot, I immediately harkened back to my recollection of 2011 or 2012, and we were ready to murder people, dude. I mean, you had like Haas and Demko saying, "I'm never gonna play on a pedestal. Fuck this, fuck that." Like everybody was pissed. And then now, if we tried to play a cabinet, we would die. I mean, I hated it. Now that rollout went a bit smoother, but it wasn't an update. It wasn't a whole change of everything though. And there wasn't a pandemic. So, I mean, there's a lot to look into it on why it didn't go perfectly well. It's just a matter of taking care of business now. No, the cabinets they had the angle right that my height would come down and come through and have like a swoop to it. I never hit my hand on the screen, but I did. One of my moves back then, like people would punch the top screen. Oh, yeah, I used to do a technique back then too, where I'd do my C3s were like this, 1, 2. But it depends, because there was a screen that was, at one point there was a screen that you'd pound into. That got changed pretty quick. When live was out, like you didn't see those. The angle was pretty good. And if you were hitting your hand on the screen, it's because you were being silly or doing something wrong. But linebacker shook the top of it, and I still remember one of the last times but right during the time of the switching over, might have even been a little earlier, that I did that at a bar. I was pissed. I missed something and did that. And I snapped the whole top half off. And the only thing that was holding it up was the plastic frame around it. Yeah, we left that bar pretty damn quick. Gonna bring us to our knees. Let it go. That's impressive. I did not know the water long was unplayable here. Did anybody else? Thing that's gone. Roll. Anybody else realize that you could hit it that deep on that? So this hole, if we go to the shorter 9-wood, this shot probably doesn't work. Yeah, that might change. Could I hit it? Yeah. With you. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Didn't I hole something out on the? Oh, I drove that one hole. I gotcha. It can. Yeah, trust me, Eric, Linux will crash itself on purpose, so it has to rebuild. So go ahead. If it says it's completed right. Don't worry, you're good, man. Once you're to your point, I haven't seen any issues after that. Well, you'll be you, and I'll be me. All right, so where are Aiden's games at? Where are they at? Where's... Oh, there they are. There they are. All right, how do we want to do this, guys? Do we want to attack them Easter? Do we want to go cycle? You guys make the call. It's on you. You're the viewers. I'll do anything you say within means. I feel like we're going to do cycles. All right, giddy up. So we're going to go cycles on these. So we'll start at Easter. I know we just played it, but we're going to play it again. Be your way. All right, so let's take a look and see what kind of 4-course cycle scores we can think. Dude, I was here helping live even before it, man. Okay, awesome. That's good. All right, so now we see when the pin's up close in 447, that means my shush is going to have to carry that whole part. I might have to use more club, but we're going to also try to hit the C3 and get this up closer even. And I didn't hang it out enough. Let's see. Nope, not good. Oh, I hit backspin too. I didn't mean to do that. So now do I hit a shush or do I just hit this? I'm going to just hit it. Doesn't matter, does it? It doesn't matter. I've been around this old and empty house. Hold my hand, I'll walk with you, my dear. I was telling you to close your eyes. Yeah, nothing, no spin with the high T at all. No, it's killing me to see you this way. Now, I've been pounding C3s on this a lot because I can then ramp up the hill and have a level shot going in. So now I'm a lot higher up, so now I'm not worried about this catching short and hitting the lip. And I know, if you guys are anything like me, like one of the first couple games I played on it, I learned that hitting short on that kicks you way backwards, and you're kind of in jail. Okay, so now a tee isn't enough to move this over. Is it enough this way? No, we're in between, so we're not even going to bother using a tee. We're just going to play the line. And that wasn't even enough, so there's no reason to use a tee and then still have to aim a little bit directionally. It's a lot harder to manage that fine too. So just get used to it, hitting it from where it starts here. And you save 3 cents. Listen to the word ice. Ah, that was weak. I'm the same. Mike, how you doing, sir? Bye, yeah. Now, like I said, when you're hitting drivers, I can just high tee this. High tee thumb it, and that's my distance. I'm right at the marker distance then. That's just for me. Yeah, like I said, I stopped using the high tee just to save a couple cents on this because the 6 is over this. I wonder, it looks like a 5 is over that as well. God, there's nothing we can do. Let me go and meet again soon. I don't like this one bit. Not one bit. That's why I knew I was going to do that. Oh, son of beach. All right, so, okay, so we're looking at this, right? If we look at that tier, it's curved. So, I mean, you see how it turned there? I think if I play this just slightly right, it goes in. Nope. It doesn't get it. You can't put it hard enough anymore. That's fucking horse shit. God, I honestly thought when we watched Clint Grover get his first tournament win in Wisconsin on Jamaica 18, because Haas ended up in the bottom tier of the top of the hole, and he was up by 2. They're coming back too. No, Darren, they're coming back as well. They wanted to change some things with the art on it to match PGA, and they were having issues with it. So why delay the release over grids? I'm okay with that. If they find something that means to me they found something not working before it came out to us to see it. I'm okay with that every time. And guys, I hate to say it too. If any of you are gamers like I am on the side, you all know that everything that releases now is basically released with bugs, and they basically sell a beta test. This, we're in a little different scenario because we have real money on the line. We definitely have real money on the line here. So that, I don't think, is a good model to follow here, and I hope they're not. I hope it's just being understaffed. I mean, because this stuff, like, I mean, I hate to say it, Worlds was not, I mean, Worlds, the machine I played on was absolutely shit. Not only was it sliding around, but the screen would go off all of the time because they had to Frankenstein parts together because they didn't have any machines. And it makes sense. It's not a bad thing if you were on top of it, dude. I ended up having to basically go, no, I'm not hitting another shot here until that shit's fixed. And I had to feel like I was being an asshole, but goddamn, we're playing for $30,000. I'm not supposed to be playing on substandard bullshit. And I sat down with Adam because I started to get pissed. It was really starting to piss me off. Like hitting a ball and not being able to see shit. That didn't sit well with me. And I mean, they're not only are they, I mean, they're friends, right? They're also friends. So as a friend, he calmed me down a bit, but okay, this is where now I'm in trouble. Aiden's winning this game. This is what I said you cannot do. I hit too good of an A1 there. If I would have moved that tee all the way right and hit this shot, this is on the green. But because I moved it left, I brought the bunker into play. I'm not used to hitting an A1 all the way out. Now I'm in deep shit. There's no way I can get this up, so where do we want to put it? Let's just put it where we always hit it off the tee. Now I know my height's going to be okay. All right, we made back. We lost the stroke. We got some points, dude. Giddy up, my man. That's what we should be doing. Guys, if you guys are playing too and you want to play some live with me and you're playing, go ahead. Let me know. We'll play them right away. I'm not concerned about playing, having you see the holes, guys. Part of this is I don't really give a shit if I lose an invite. If it gets you better and you saw something that you didn't know you were doing wrong or saw a shot that you didn't know was there, use me, abuse me, guys. My wife does already. You guys get to be my wife when we're on stream. But I really know that all of the Chromie clan is going to start making sure that I come with to these things. After they all gave themselves food poisoning while camping, they know that I would not allow that to happen. So now they've been eating like crap all week. Yeah, it got better. They started eating some better stuff later on, but it took them a couple days for them all to feel better. I wouldn't let that happen, guys. You're not getting sick from eating what I'm cooking. That might be wet. Woo. Pins up close. We got an outwind. So we're going to flip this up there with the 9 again. Now, we're going to have a longer putt. I'm going to back it up and just hit it as hard as I can. Like, this distance would absolutely, you take 10 yards off that club, and I don't know if that shot works. It definitely won't work into a wind. Look like yourself, but you're somebody else. All right, Aiden's got a chance there. We might have just started off the night. Someone else. But like I said, I don't care. Try to full or two. And just, okay, which one are we? I'm jumping in on, we're going to Petra now for El Prez. Where is he? Here we go. Oh, I got you. Well, the contest, the boxes, when those start randomizing a little bit. Robert, how you doing, buddy? When they start randomizing a little bit, you're going to see some looks that it's almost a straight line, but straight, like it's, you don't have any pillars in your way. I mean, if you're really skilled, going through the gap with no high tee is very good. It's just not worth the risk to reward in my mind. I don't think we've seen me hit a shot there that I didn't have a putt on at the end. Do we think this clears? What do you guys think? A high 6 going to clear that? I think it might. I'm not going to hit it this time because we don't know yet. Don't look like yourself, but you're somebody else. Robert, I love how you support everybody that we went to high school with, man. Yeah, I see you're always going when Sam Crandall does his pop-up restaurants. You're there. It's really impressive, man. You're that good of a friend, and I appreciate it. I certainly do, buddy. I stopped trying to screw around. Yeah. No, you've always been that way, man. It's impressive, and I love it. And I hope people get to tell you all the time how much we appreciate it. And who knows, I might be back out there. I might be moving back out that way sometime. We'll see what happens. Too hard. Shucks. Only lost your life. So when I do, next time I'm out there, you're getting a lunch or a dinner on me, sir. I believe. I don't even know if I believe. All right, we put this perfect. Let's thumb this and make it. Aiden needs some beatings. He needs some beatings. He's in San Francisco right now. He's probably not watching. But when he plays it back, dude, just picture me rolling, dude. Just turn this video on. Picture me rolling, sir. You know, and man, this kind of just made me think a little bit. This is going to sound a little morbid and stuff. I never thought about this, but man, if somehow, God forbid, I happen to pass away suddenly, I think that I know that Jill will probably get back. My wife will be happy and enjoying some of the old streams and stuff just to have a good memory of me. I mean, there's more hours of me streaming than I think any of us have family video combined, like from events or pictures or things like that. Away, gonna have to guess what's on your mind. And I know, I know it was really cool for Corley's son Austin that I sent him the downloaded video of his pops, man. That still to this day, I still feel somewhat responsible for that, and it hurts a little bit, man. Sorry, not going to be morbid. We're going to be focused on just beating up on Aiden. That's it. Say to me. All right, bank shot time. So the key is we got to get this farther left behind the wall. You can hit a 10.5, but it just doesn't come back far enough. So I've been hitting the 8.5 with roll. I mean, that is. Do you think that you can't get that ball that close unless you do that? Oh. You guys don't want to leave me here talking to myself and not with you guys, because I got, in the words of Chuck Wagon, you guys don't want to get in my head. It is all fucked up in there. That's what he always says, right? Okay, this is different. We're not going to spin this at all. What would I say? You just rub it off and I sound okay. All right, so... All right, guys, I'm convinced that this is the right way to play this now. Now, if I get screwed one time, I'll be pissed. Yeah. I mean, look at that. We can target the hole from right there. Every last dime with that scam. Is this the one you're talking about? Fight exactly the same. What are you talking about, man? Like, what do you need a 9-wood on that? I've never gone over. Well, Luke, not many people do know about it. It was made for GoldenTeeTV's World Championship, and I don't even think they used it there, so those guys didn't even play it. Okay, this is a bad look. We might just relegate ourselves to getting a birdie here. Float on. I've never seen a tee box that I didn't hit that exact same shot that I just hit. Let's see where the pin is. First thing to look at. Pin's on the bottom left. We got a wind pushing that way. We're going straight down to the tier, to the island. All right, we're okay with that. That's not a bad game. A bit too heavy. Yeah, but back to Champ 99. So I think only, I mean, other than people at IT, I think there's only been like maybe 10 people to ever play the course. So yeah, it's probably really hard, but judging back to then. Yeah, but what? Okay, so I've never hit a 9-wood on that hole. I've hit medium 6-wood was the lowest club I've hit on it. Otherwise, it's been a high 5, medium 5. That was the first time I even hit a medium 4 on it. But because last time I had that same pin, I hit the 5 and I came too short. Like an untold. In a blaze of glory, I can't hear you. El Prez. But high teeing a 9 or an 8-wood at that hole just doesn't feel like, if it's that close, I think you can attack it easier with a little baby cut. Because the cut isn't bad, especially when it's short, because you can cut it, leave it short, and it'll bounce off the rough and kick towards the hole. When you're going deeper, then you can't really do that. It would be nice to hit a straighter shot at it, but it's not really good to. All right, I'm not going to chush at this. I think I'm going to have better luck holing this out from not chushing. And I think I did hole it out. No, I hit it too hard. Shit. I should have just thumbed that. That was money. Yeah, I can't think. I'm feeling really good about my thumbs right now. Going into St. Louis coming up. I did finally just book a hotel today too, so I'm in. Oh, I'd love to, man. I mean, obviously, haven't been there in ages. Now, Rob, it's fun. I was just in Illinois, but the Quad Cities, because I had to run there to go and hit a dispensary really quick. And then there's a Portillo's in Davenport, so I got to get a little hometown flair back in me. I gotta say, though, the quality is absolutely lacking at Portillo's now since Berkshire Hathaway has it. It is definitely more of a corporate-y feel to it than it was before. Okay. I'm going to high tee this just because I'm scared of the little pillar there. And I murdered it. I don't know why I murdered that. I got lucky that that stayed dry even. Ugh. Happy days. Could have been me. Yeah, but you can, well, that would have been a medium 3 wood for me there. So I think it might. It doesn't look like it is most of the time, but honestly, there's no sense of taking the risk even. And the way I'm playing that shot, I'm playing a baby cut. If I cut it a little more and throw it out a little more, it will definitely drop the height enough, and I would think that thing is in play, but I've never hit a 3 wood at it, to be honest with you, either. Well, you've been here instead. Robbins. Perfect. It is such a huge help on this hole if you can get it to the fairway rather than having to hit that shot from the rough. Gotcha. Yeah, I do that sometimes too. I just prefer on that hole to not, because it gets a decent amount of backspin even without the even with the high tee. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Aiden! We are back to playing. All right, let's get Mr. Luna's fucking 32 down. Let's get to 33. Let's do it. Pin's in a very, very accessible spot. Next to me. My man, Montana. That fantastic, isn't it? I gotta say though, the further away from Chicago, the worse product you're getting. The problem that I had with mine is my bread was hard, and it's because they're getting it frozen from the bread maker in Chicago. That's fantastic. But if you freeze the bread, it's fine if you let it thaw out and don't try to heat it up. If you heat it up any which way, it gets rock hard like 30 minutes after you do it. So if you heat it up because you had to take some out frozen right at the last minute, you're fine. I've had some problems taking some combos home with me back to Cedar Rapids because I get home and the buns are rock hard. Now, you can get them dipped if you want to, but that doesn't travel well either. I guess I'm holding myself to the exacting qualities that we had. That Robert knows, man. He used to have me, he would come in after our Friday night football games in high school, and I'd be working back there, sweating my ass off, making everybody beefs. There's everything beautiful. Be goddamn. And on my phone. There when the ready till the sun's lost the world. I need the most. I knew you when I was young. We could have got so. I do say too, this is the best goal. I had to taste one of the products that I bought today. It was the delicious Berry White Indica blend. And it is very good. In the night lights, I wish I knew you. All right, so I like to cut into the wind here, even though we got, this is a much more of a cut, and I don't know about you guys, but for me, whenever I try to cut to the A's, I have to be very cognizant because I always, end up cutting too much, and I'm worried about that. But it looks like it's the only option today. Fuck you. What the hell happened there? I gotta look. I could have sworn that had spin on it. No spin, huh? Yeah, I know. I saw it didn't have spin, but I'm looking back to see if I did hit it. It's certainly looking like I did not hit it when I'm looking at that. It's not going to change anything, but I always want to know. I wetted that too. Oh my God! I must have been in rough there too. I thought I was on fairway. Well, this is the kind of shit that I'll do while I'm streaming. I don't remember the last time I did that when I wasn't streaming. I talked it through. That's awesome, dude. Sounds like a typical Tuesday at the Muklewicz house. So we're gonna try my play here and go to the rough. Yeah, that's a game changer for me. That just makes that whole, like, so much easier. You don't have to think. If you got an outwind, you're over that shit. Now, it's probably going to cost us some holdouts, but having to hit off the rough rather than the fairway. Ooh, yeah. Good news, those guys. Oh, yeah, it's right there. Who's Diehard Fisher? What? Now we're going to have a third Fisher in the mix? That's not Chad, is it? Chad's had Portillo's. Yeah, the one in Davenport's okay. It's not... It's good. People who aren't from Chicago area, I think it's fantastic. I've got, like I said, my taste is very high for... My palate is definitely... attuned to good. Okay, gotcha, Joe. How you doing, bud? Joe, is that the same Joe Conley that went to tournaments for years too, back in the day? Speaking of which, let's see if we can find is the White Sox, are the White Sox even on tonight? I don't think they are. Okay. Oh, I can't get Apple TV on this model of Samsung. That's why I'm not seeing it. Okay. Oh, well. Yeah, I'm all my other ones, but this one was one before. I don't understand why they can't release it. But it's an Apple thing. Great. Well, Aiden's going to get that one after that debacle in that one hole. But who knows? He didn't get me last time. God, we're giving him opportunities here, though. Because after I hit that ball, I was like, ooh, that's going in. Oh, a random timber bay. That's good. All right, let's see what we got. Where are the rest of the El Prezes? We need an El Prez on Hollywood Hills. There it is. make a move. It's not time to play pretend. All right, let's try to get a big score here. Let's go for one. And I mean big, like, let's be 2 or 3 better so we can shoot clean when we get to 17. Not enough. I'm gonna ace this. Yeah, let's just do that. Come on, turn. Back. That's nice, because before with my thumb speeds, there was no way I was pointing a shot like that. I was planning it to just burn right into the cup. But that it's adding it will definitely add some points to my scores. I'm gonna need someone who cares. Oh. So. All right, we got a good pin here. I don't think I've ever seen a different pin than this. Because of you. Now, it says that's flat, but I'm looking at that green. That does not look flat. Son of a bitch. Can't get. I'm gonna drink my life away. I'm starting to think it might not be my neck surgery. It feels like the thumbs are just going a little bit hotter now. And I couldn't imagine what they would have done that would have done that. Like, that would be a big change. "17 more gonna bury me." And I've heard other people saying the same thing, that they're thumbing harder. Mine's dramatically harder, though, and I gotta think that's gotta be my... That's bad. That's not good. That's okay. We'll see how this putts. See, this is a problem here, because we don't know if it's going to roll down the hill or it's going to jump down the hill. And it rolled down the hill. Like, what the fuck is that? How bad of a fucking design is this? I cannot stand tiered greens. How do I know if I would have played that with the break, it would have gone fucking hot over the top and down into the water? It's so nonsense, and it's such bad fucking coding that I can't imagine they even like it. Like, who would do that? Rant over for now, but that's gonna come back up. It still cracks me up, though, because they put it on the first GoldenTeeTV course as like a throwback, as like a, wow, remember these? Like, remember how silly these were? But then, and okay, that's fine if you leave them on the old course, but they use the same goddamn design as they did back on something that was in 480, you know? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Me. It's just low rent. It looks cheap and old. right, we got to get fired up here. There is still never a reason not to go this way. Look at that. The pin's in the back, and it's still easily accessible. Oh. Will I say I'm comfortable thumbing that shot? Probably not quite yet. I haven't quite gotten the speeds. I never played it then. I did my first game of Golden Tee, I believe, was got out of the Army in 99. My first game at Golden Tee was maybe 2002. And that was just randomly playing at the bar that Robert brought up here. Like, just happened to be at the bar. Actually, I'm thinking it might be, I was under 21, so 2000, I was 78. Probably 98 was my first year. No. I wasn't under 21. I was over 21 then. But back then, I was like your local driving range pro back then. Like, didn't know anything about anything else. Just knew about the people that we played with locally, and I'd beat up on them. I mean, when I was at college, I would go to the bars in the city. I gave a perfect thing for that. The grids are there to help new players, and they do not help new players. I'm telling you that right now. In fact, it's probably a deterrent because they're the same. They're not the same size on every hole. So now you can't base anything off the grids. So my suggestion, and I really hope they go with it, is to just make an X and a Y 0 points. So you can have so it's a quadrants. I will, Robert. Thanks for coming by as always, my man. Yeah, this is really fun. Because then you can also help somebody. Yeah, I moved the tee to the upper left quadrant. I was like, you don't tell them, well, I put it 3 squares in and 2 squares back. That's stupid. That's not helping. It's silly. All right, let's try to use release this time and see what happens. It does, right? Because honestly, the best part about the grid lines was being able to move on the tee box forward and back while keeping the same line. That's it. Otherwise, they're not useful at all. No way. That doesn't make... All right, here we go. I can't believe that ball flew the green with 120 fucking 3-wood with no high tee. That baffles me. I gotta feel... There's something that just irks me wrong on the last 2 holes of that course. They just do not play the same as all the other ones. Over 25 yards. I showed it the other night on stream. It was 24, and it just rolled right down in the water. Over 25 or more, you're in the air. The ball jumps in the air. It's how Golden Tee's always been. They're known and have a soul. Okay, so we got all 3 done. We're back to Easter against El Prez. As much as I say we do not have turbo putting anymore, putter reacts off the green the same way it always had from 25 yards. It's like they didn't... It's like they changed... Well, it's because the ball effects are still there, I'm guessing. Round to show you how. All right, we're going to try to get this up. I got to hang this thing way out. If I don't get this all the way out, it's going to be a damn near impossible chush. Now, I got it out pretty good, and I undercut it, though, so it's going to lose distance. Let's try it. We got... Nope. I tried to man up on it a little bit and go a little hotter, and I sprayed it. When I... Texas for holes with more cement. Enjoyed this as a weasel fine. Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it back right there. That's all. All right, I'm gonna try the 4 here. I haven't tried it with no high T, and I laid off of it for some reason. I don't know why I hit that so soft. That was silly. I'm a fire, he's a tearing my heart. You guys notice though, that's back to the low T release. Because that ball, and it almost cost me there, because the low T release stopped that ball from playing the left one as much. Luckily, I put it in a spot where I knew it was gonna have it, like it's gonna have enough room if I miss it a little bit to go in. Never been, not ever been. She's a. All right, so we're gonna play this one out like we're playing in the qualifier in St. Louis in a couple days here. Again, I'm not gonna be able to get this thing by move. I can't 5 miles per hour with this much elevation change and that wind. So I say 5 because I'm halving it. That's gonna move it more than the T can put it. So if I thumbed it straight, I'd miss this left. This one I'm going to go against what I always say here is like you don't need to use a T and then aim a little bit right because it just doesn't. For me, getting it out further right, I'm not as accurate with it. So here I still have a little bit more. It's not just one click, which is hard to hit. It's still a little bit out. So I move the T and I'm only going to push it right a little bit. And I meant to low T that. Whoops. I got to get my shot set up exactly before I talk about it. Or not touch it at all and then talk before I talk about it. Okay, I would thumb this. I'm thinking a thumb shot, but I think I need to get this in the hundreds. Probably would have been okay with a 95, but I was worried about catching that rough short because I don't know if that bounces, how it bounces. So until it does, we do, I won't be doing that. I won't be hitting it into that rough. My God, my man thumbs now. Now this would even be tricky. So notice I stopped and looked at that because even out of the bunker, I still want to take my lowest lofted club that gets over the obstacle in front of me. Because there, if you notice, I didn't play that break at all. If I would have hit a G wedge, I would have had to had the bounce play the break. Because I hit a lower lofted club, though, that ball fucking just bounced straight forward and went in. Those little kind of things will make a huge difference when you're... Okay, that's my fault, but we know now that there's that fringe is totally fucking slanted, and that's my fault for not paying attention. No, there is no scar inside. Every comeback. Dream. There's nothing here, right? I'm looking, but no, there's nothing here. We'll just put it up there. I know I had it all on the line. They'll be coming hands will be coming. So scared. All right, so who here is going to St. Louis? Who's here going to the tournament in a week or so? I'm getting excited, guys. I'll tell you this, in the last 15, 20 years, this is the longest amount of time that I haven't attended a tournament in. I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. I'm a lot more impressed now that they didn't have to have Durant there. But to be quite frank, I don't think they beat... they got lucky that it was the Celtics there. Their luck just ran out. Good team, but they're not championship level yet. I thought if Milwaukee didn't have the injuries that they did, they were the toughest team. I just love Steve Kerr too, because you hear his rants on things about the gun control shit, and you hear people, oh, what does he know? Because his dad was fucking killed by somebody with a gun too. Of course, they were in a war-torn area, I believe, but nonetheless, like, he's got fire on the things he's passionate about, and Bulls fans know that too, because he literally punched. Giddy up! He literally punched Jordan in the face. That's impressive. He and Jordan got into a fist fight. You would, yeah, you're Caesar, you're fine. Whenever you come, you're good. Yeah, Chad, I'm planning on going to everything the rest of the year. If I do end up having to miss one, I would say I'd have to, if I had to miss one, not based off of anything, but I'd have to choose, if I had to choose one, I would have to choose Nashville. As much as I loved it there, it was a great time. Very convenient with the hotel being right next door. But, I just booked at, let me see. I'll tell you right now. It is the Ramada in Wentzville. It was it's 900 Corporate Parkway, Wentzville, Missouri. Yeah. Now, notice, though, nobody's talking about Kerr in the list of best coaches of all time kind of thing. He kind of got held. He got handed that. I mean, you do not have to coach fucking Steph Curry draining fucking threes from 10 miles behind everywhere. Jeremiah's riding down with me. Now, we only booked for 2 days, but Richard might be riding back with us to Iowa. So then I'd stay Sunday night for sure. All right, so my theory on this one works beautifully. If I have a win in my face, I'm choosing the 4. If I don't, I'm choosing the 5. I mean, I'm sorry. If I have a win in the face, I'm using the 4 or the 5. Whichever one's not, depending on the win. If that was double digits, I would have hit the 4, and the 4 would have been fine there too. Absolutely, Chad. Last Nashville, I stayed there pretty late and played a lot of games. I got a bunch in with Brittany Casper, who, I mean, nothing but impressive. I thought it was going to be some coaching shit. Her and John know what the hell they're doing. I was a little watching her in the finals for the women's tournament, though. Man, she has a lot more power, and she played an all-thumb game. That's her advantage over the women. I thought she would use it. Yeah, but see, now on a shot like that, the less 10 yards would make that a lot easier. Next to mine, the fire and the flood. But my room was only for the weekend, for Friday, Saturday. It was only $170 total after taxes. So I'm okay with that. I almost tricked Jeremiah into saying, okay, you get gas, I'll get hotel. My heart in Budapest, my hidden treasure chest, golden grand piano, COU. Oh, we've got a couple of extras here to play against Prez. As of right now, I don't know if I've won any of these yet. But he hasn't played them yet either, so he'll have a chance to easily smash me on them. But the plan, Chad, is to make all the rest of them the year. I missed 2 already. That's not like me. Even when I was working big boy jobs, like it was. I mean, like, I told him flat out, accepting an offer. I was like, I'm going to miss probably 6 Friday, Monday combos a year. Maybe 7 or 8, depending on what else goes on, like Worlds and shit. And I did that as well for this, too. Make a change. Yeah, I'll show you, Caesar. The key on it, though, is it's a high T 8.5 or 9.5 driver. Yeah, I showed everybody last game. You just can't. The 10.5 is safer, but it won't get back to the hole. The other key to that is roll. Roll will make that shot travel off the wall a lot better. It will make it bounce as a straighter line coming back rather than the spin making it shoot higher up. But we'll talk through it again. I'll talk through it again, even if I don't have to hit it. I'll at least explain it. I know exactly what hole you're talking about. Hand over you. Ooh. You got to remember, this is dramatically uphill, too, so you got to at least go up 1 club when you're hitting that second shot. Couldn't it? Oh, I like this. Chain. Give me if you love me, then all of this. I think this is one of the better par 3s they've ever made. It reminds me a lot like there's a par 3 on the back 9 of Jackrabbit Junction that this kind of reminds me of. But I like it's also kind of an optical illusion to me because that looks like it should be a downhill, green, but it's up and breaking back away from the top edge. Key, just get this line. Figure out how you're getting the ball to be on that line, and this hole becomes a lot easier. So, Caesar, yes, it did. I understand your Spanglish or whatever it is. Hey, your face once more. See, this one scares me. All right, let's do this. I'm okay with that. That was awfully close. I almost did not get that out right enough. Ooh, close. I needed to hit that a little right. Why you leave me? Take my body. Damn it. And is it might be this hole. Nope, close. Kind of similar. This hole's fun on the new contest tees. You get tucked around the left side of the mountain, but you can hit a C3. I put it on a couple times now playing it on contest tees. It's already the hole I've holed out the most on 2022 as well. Not the contest one. This shot. The best in me. I didn't see. This hole, Caesar. So look at where that pin is, right? We can't really attack it, but if you do this, and I'm using a high T 9 and 8.5, I'm gonna cut it. So it's basically an angle game. You want to get it to the left of the mountain we're behind. You'll see. Watch. And even more left would have made that come straight back harder. But that's still closer than we're getting it with really any other shot. I'm assuming that was the hole you were talking about, bud? You are very welcome. All right, we're gonna get a little kooky here. Damn it! I wanted to hit the rocks. I didn't think that wind was gonna push it back that much. All right, that pin's in a different spot. This one, I'm gonna put it back over here. The least amount of elevation change is over here. And now I got options. I mean, I had no risk at running it at that. Now, if it would have ducked much lower in the hole, then yeah, I don't know where you're getting a tee box that's behind this wall, man. I've had this same angle almost every time. Well, Woody, yes. I'm just gonna say yes. Look, it's supposed to be different tee boxes opening up every 3 months right now. They're working on the system, the program that does it. It's not right now. We're not getting the right tee boxes, I think, at all on anything. So we're gonna wait it out. They'll get it squared away. I hope. Because I really don't want to have to be angry. You brought out the... Yeah, it's a tough question, but yes. It's a blanket yes on that. Pins at the bottom. I'm never getting this ball to come down the chute to the bottom. So we can get it out here, high T3, and make it pretty much a straight shot in from over here. Okay, Squirrel, I want you to go to the operator menu, go to troubleshooting steps, and then the patch was supposed to come out the middle of this week, and one of the parts of the patch was making a problem on events modes. So we're waiting. They're working on it as we speak and trying to get it up and running. Yeah, so you're going to hit troubleshooting steps and then screen size adjustments, sir. Or it's troubleshooting shortcuts, not steps, sorry. Then you home and you're home. Home is whenever I'm with you. Ah, you're welcome. Home is... All right, where's he at? Where is he at? So if Bama was here, I would play that. What do we got here? Okay, where is it? Nihon. All right, we're breaking into the 30s this game. We're going to start it off with an amazing chush on hole 1. Well, we're going to have an opportunity. I need to have this lined up with the longer part of the green if I want to have a chance at this. I caught that almost too good. Get way up there. That's very makeable. Good. So, Woody, let me finish these 2 games a bit, and then we're gonna pull it in. And actually, I want to get some distances done with it too. Or maybe we'll save that for next time. But so basically, the chush is hitting the ball straight with the lowest possible speed, which is 35 miles per hour. So where you have max at 142 or 123 with no pullback, you also have a min, and the slowest the ball can go is 35. So naturally, because you're trying to hit it straight and you're hitting it that soft, you're not getting as much play to the left and right. Even if you do miss it a little bit, a lot of the times it'll still come off dead straight because you're not spinning the y-axis roller very much at all. So it's not reading much because you're spinning too slow. It's like this, right? When I move the club super slow, it doesn't change clubs, right? But as soon as I move it a little bit more, it does. So you have a little bit extra play. You have a little bit extra play on your accuracy, but also you know your distances, and you know how far it goes and what club to play. So it's like hitting a dead straight chip that's a lot more consistent. I mean, if I tried to chip that shot from 80 yards away that I just did on one, with a pullback on it, I'm having an extra variable in play, so I could hook or slice it, which I always do on my chips. I hook them a little bit. So you're just basically taking out another part that you could be messing up. Backspin, I got silly. And then each club, it's roughly 20% of the distance of the club for your chushes. The lower lofted clubs go a little shorter than 20. And that's going to be at about a 39 mile per hour speed. Now, I take 20%, and when I chush, I'm always chushing at 35 or 36 miles per hour. Like I want to be perfect on the slow because then I know how far it's going to go. That hole 1 though on this course, you're never close enough to hit a club that gets over the lip at the smallest speed. So that one I had to try to make sure I get it straight at a longer distance, which I did, but I hit it a little too hard. So maybe I'm going to start hitting the 3-wood there, because that hole I have lipped out a lot of times when I'm hitting the chush. I got to hit that with no high tee. I don't like leaving that long of a putt this early in a round. Hopefully that gets you a little basic understanding of it there, Woody. And just so you know, if people are replying on Facebook, you can see it. If they're replying on any other platform, and this is for everybody, Facebook doesn't allow our bots to post back to Facebook, so you're missing a lot of it. Oh, dude, you'll see it all the time. You'll see it all of the time at a tournament. Or you see us, I mean, put it this way, Easter 1 is not drivable with the tee boxes that we have, but you'll see a lot of us will have 2 through 1 on Easter with 3,000 points, 5,000 points, because that shot is that ridiculously consistent. And it's great, especially on, or tropical hole 1. Never drivable, but we eagled it. Put it this way, on tropical 1, we were unhappy if we did not eagle that hole. Because the chush is that repeatable that you can become, I mean, 95% accurate. Sometimes on an unfamiliar machine, I'll miss them because I don't have the speeds right and the feel for hitting it the minimum. Hey, bulldozer, a lot of those. A lot of gimme hole-in-ones, but not a lot of hole-outs otherwise. some streaming type mistakes where I didn't hit buttons, where not paying attention, I meant to backspin something and didn't. Very moist. I didn't think I was getting that there. I tried, though. On new tee boxes, this hole's a lot better. It becomes a drivable par 4. God, where the 85, like, that speed used to be my butter speed. Now I'm a little off of. There we go. We're on. I'm a little upset that I had a lip out on hole 1. That was kind of shitty. That was only 10 miles per hour harder than my normal, but that's adding 20 to 30 yards. You're looking about 1.5 yards. Yeah, Josh, I don't know. You're going to be... I'm not even going to have any part of the shipping. We'll see. Maybe I'm driving down to Texas. Who knows? Who knows? But the machines are there, so... That was a horrible shot. What a terrible shot that was. I did not realize, though, that the rough in front of the green does not... That it was that sharp of a bounce. God damn, that hurts. I did not... Okay, so I've learned a couple things here. The bounce in front of that green didn't bounce forward at all. That thing bounced directly backwards, even over the bunker into the water. That's... I did not know that. So that's something that I'm learning for St. Louis, guys. Yeah, I don't even think that. I wonder if the drawing... We're getting close, but slowed down on sales on tickets. It will fill up. It just might take a couple more days. What a bad shot there, too. My God. Nope, not at all. It's still got about 50 tickets left, I think. Why did that not play the left 5 at all? Fuck. We just gave this. Aiden's going to get another win here, too, because of my stupidity. Oh, don't worry, Michael. It's going to be on stream. I'm actually happy it's taking a little longer, too, but it's not even that long. But Jill would be mad if she wasn't the one picking the balls. But what I am going to do is it's going to be a drawing from balls, but I'm going to give somebody else the list, or you're going to give me a list of random, like you can randomize yourself, and we'll put that in. So I don't know what they are. All right, full. A full is basically this. Pulling a full, if I pull all the way to C, that's a full. Pulling an A, that's a full. It just means having the pullback outside of the tip of the A or the tip of the C. Now, a lot of people think it's a full straight to 2 is the full, but really it's just telling you what your pullback is. Full A or full C. And what you can do, though, in general is... Could I do it here? Okay, watch. I'm going to hit a full here, okay? So it's generally 2 clicks left or right. So if I go with a wood, 1, 2, we got a wind. I'm going to move it back some. Full A. That's a full. Hold me, pa. I don't know, man. That would cause a computing error on my side. Well, let's go again. Let's try this shot again. But, so, when you see these super daily scores that you see JoJo getting, I can kind of show you guys something. I can kind of show you what, but it's really useful. I'm not a big full player in general. There are a couple holes where I'll use it, but to me, turning directionally twice, unless it's a repeatable shot, like I'm hitting the shot multiple times. Yes. All right, definitely. Okay, so now we're going to have to make that happen. I like that I'm the inspiration for her dirty t-shirt thing, but it's creepy like when Art and his wife were here, Bryn knew me. She's like, oh, I know your voice. I have to hear it in bed every night. And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. So I'll take that one being a t-shirt inspiration rather than being the thing you go to sleep for. Hello, Holly. How are you doing tonight? I like to be the positive inspiration for bad t-shirts. That's good. I'm happy you didn't say I was the inspiration for your current heroin addiction. That kind of thing. We're good now. We're okay. I will tell you bye. All right, so I'm going to lose this invite. Let's hit another full here. So we line it up. It's 2 turns, basically, but we got a left to right win. So I'm going to go 1, 2, move it all the way left, and hit a forward again. But this one I'm going to hit a full A, but I got to throw it a little left to make this thing work. And I hit it way soft. But like I said, I don't play these very often. But you can see the line is there. That ball came out like it was mud. The Honey Money roll shirts, that could have been something special, Chris. Oh, well, I mean, this is the word of mouth, Holly. You get what you pay for when you come to the channel. I mean, the nickname is ironic. I'm actually very shy and quiet in person. Ask anybody, they'll tell you, yeah, he doesn't want to talk to anybody. Uh-oh. We got a Clifford sighting, guys. Hey, buddy. You want to say hi to everybody? Hi, bud. You want to say hi to the world? Come here. Here. Oh, all right. What are we going to play? Hey, say hi to everybody. Hi, bud. It's just been me, you, Lucy. No mom this week, huh? Wow, that's crazy, Chris. Just me, you, no mama this weekend. We just got us. Ugh. There we go. Now we got to get the dog hair off the trackball. We got excuses now. He's got something that he's probably mad at me for not taking him out. He's probably got to go out. He doesn't been bothering me at all until he needs something. All right, let's find this El Presidente game, and then we're getting... I probably should get some sleep. I got a little bit of a drive tomorrow. I do not see an El Pres game for Hollywood. Unless I missed it. I wonder if he messed this up. All right, I don't see one for Hollywood. So we're going to just play one of these Hollywoods. Let's do it. Let's get this bad boy. It's crazy, Chris, getting pictures from Chuck Wagon of Mike passed out on his couch. Like guys, a guy that stood up at my wedding is now friends with my friends from back then too. It's amazing, right? It's such a small world. So now when I try to dumb down, I'm missing my shots lines. Night funny and then you take a bite. Well, to be quite frank, Woody, we're going to answer the second part of that first. My favorite... I can't go with a favorite at all, really. Like... If it has to be with Golden Tee, is it just because of the skill or the skill and the person? Because if we're talking favorite people in Golden Tee, I mean, I'm going to put a guy like Clint Grover up there, man. Not only is he just a fucking awesome dude, he's a hell of a player too. So that, I'd put the whole package there, probably had my biggest jump in ability playing with Chuck Wagon, but it wasn't really anything with Chuck Wagon. He just got me to go to tournaments and shit. I'm going to say I'm 99% fully self-taught. Because when I started playing, I taught myself the game on my own with just local people that knew nothing about the fucking about the underground, the large underground scene that existed back then with it. Not even underground, but not owned. Like, it was not as known as it is now. Like, you couldn't, back then you didn't get, if you didn't know, like, the people in your area, you wouldn't have known anything about any of these bigger things going on. We didn't have the social media. In fact, we had a thing called, it was called Underdog Sports. And if you check it out, like, search for it, the Wayback Machine will find it. But you'll see some interesting old ass topics on the Underdog Sports forum, and that was just like a message board. Now it got they changed the message board to a Yuku site, which is, but it's still out there if you want to search for it. There's a lot of good old threads back there. But most of the time, like, I would be playing with people that around me, or I'd be out at bars that before things were prize play. Just like, I mean, shit. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, hi, Heasley's an awesome dude, man. So when IT first hired, they hired Andy Coleman on, the first tournament he did was a Richmond tournament. And I was commentating for it while he was playing. And his name was Best in CLT. And I'm on the mic and I'm like, and I think it was me and Gino. And I said to Gino, I go, we've got Best in CLT, the Best in Clitoris. I think he's being a little bit over the top with that. And Gino goes, no, I believe CLT means Charlotte. And all I saw was Andy Coleman's face drop. He's like, you can't say clitoris on the stream. I was like, why not? It's just anatomy, guys. It's just a place. I know that most of you have never found it, but it's a real thing, guys. and apparently Elaine was listening. You know, I don't know. It was pretty fucking funny if you ask me. So then he changed his name to CLT Commander from Jay and Silent Bob. My knuckles bruised. So you got a good one there. I love me some Kyle, man. We had a blast with him at Puff's wedding in Turks and Caicos, man. Oh, thanks, Chad. But oh god, and Stenmark's a little okay. Stenmark by far. I mean, there's no doubt he's one or two ever to play the game. Like there's no doubt, right? And it's weird because most of the best players at GoldenTee, you're gonna find they're more introverts, and Marc is that way too. And it was actually really cool watching him go from the introvert to being one of the last people at the bar talking to strangers every night playing. I really loved it. And he really made it a point to do that. And it was really cool because that kind of thing I like. So I earned a lot of respect for Stenmark at that time. Also, the first time I really noticed it, though, was I had been talking to Sobel about doing, hey, why don't we do like a play with a pro thing where we get new people at the tournaments. If you want, you can sign up and play. You can. We're not going to say everybody because there have been people that their worst moments were on GoldenTee. But then so there was a group of us. I want to say it was like me, Kins, Haas. It was like me, Kins, Haas, Stenmark, maybe Gossett in the mix. And basically the play with the pro, they just played around with them and that was really it. Dude, Stenmark and I went to a whole nother level. I'm like, hey, Russ, let me get a trackball or two. I want to take it apart and show them the insides because I think that was when I made my biggest jump in GoldenTee, when I saw how it was designed and the layout of it. And in fact, I mean, it was like this. You get to see this. Let's go here and see if it works. Yeah, so, I mean, like, I took it apart like this to show everybody the inners of it and why certain things the way they are, right? Because, I mean, that explains a lot to it. It's not, everything isn't symmetrical. So now you can understand why moving, like hitting to the right is a little different than hitting to the left. But him and I took it apart. And we played with these guys for a couple hours. I couldn't even tell you who it was back then that played. Hopefully they're still around. I don't know. But then this is where I saw where his greatness came into play. he started talking about angle of the trajectory based off of a club and clicks back and what angle he was actually hitting this shot at. And I'm like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm analytical with this, but that is a whole nother level. So you guys might want to listen to him a little bit here. Because I want to dumb it down as much as possible now so that we can have people be able to do it. And then once it's dumbed down and you start getting a feel for it being dumbed down, that's when you can start putting in more advanced shots into your bag. But he went to a whole nother level, and that just showed me a lot of the difference between him and a lot of great players. I mean, you ask Andy Haas, he don't know shit about it. He doesn't even think he could change a trackball. Now that might be pushing it, but he said that to me before. And forever, everybody just thought I was just this power guy, like just hammering trackballs. And now it's still part of my game, but the way we play now, the power game isn't necessary. Like, it's really not. Like, I mean, being able to hit max distance on a swing is very important for a lot of shots, but you don't need to do that anymore. Back then, it was like A1s and C3s, hitting those, maxing them out was huge. And that's something I was able to do all the time. Like, would never not hit a perfect 180. I mean, a perfect A1 or C3. Now the swing's a little different, so A1s and C3s lose a little bit of consistency, but it's better to have the other shots consistent. And for a while, I was like telling them, man, this needs to get fixed. Now I think of it like, okay, actually, hitting an A1 or C3 shouldn't be repeatable perfect every time. Like, there's a consistency part of it that when you hit it, but it's rare because there should be harder shots. And I'm on that impression now. I don't think it needs a fix. And there we go. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Just one simple, honest thing in the chat, and it can get me going, like talking like stories from '87. We're trying to hit this off the green short and do that, and then fuck you, tier. Okay. I'm glad I'm off I'm on the fringe. How does that not drop? Now you may wonder why I hit a 4-iron on that. Well, if you learn how to chip up these tiers, if you hit the bottom part first, it will a lot of the time stay flush with that tier and just ride the tier up. It's almost like putting up it, but you're having enough speed to actually get the putt to the hole. I'm telling you straight out, I'm driving, Josh. Yeah, we're flying. We're going to drive down. We might make the handicap. It all depends. The biggest thing that helps me, Chad. Okay, couple things. Here, let's talk about the first thing with Chad. Everybody laughs, right? You guys all stand right here. And I stand right here while I'm thumbing. I center it up. I'm centered on the ball. Okay, because when I'm hitting anything with a drive or any shot that's a full hand shot, if you notice, I'm lining my shoulder up with my point of aim. So if I'm hitting the 2, I'm lining my shoulder up with the 2. If I'm hitting to the 2.5, I'm bringing it up, lining my shoulder up with the ball, a line between the ball center and the spot. Because I want my shoulder to be doing this motion. I want that to be my fulcrum point, and it helps me consistently be able to hit the ball. It really does. If I was to stand right here and try to hit it, I have to come across my body and through, which will mean I miss directionally a little bit. But if you look, everybody kind of laughs at me for doing it. And then I also, which is why I can't play on machines with no backing behind them, because I plant my hip right into the corner of the deck, right? Because now I know my spot. Like, I don't have to think. If I put it here, I know I'm lining my shoulder up with the trackball. And now it's just a repetitive motion. It doesn't matter the height or if the deck is higher or lower. If it's a lower deck and I'm playing in tennis shoes, I come down here a little bit. I can just bend at the knee, and then I'm still pressed with my hip, and I'm good. Yeah, there's a lot. I don't put it. I'm not putting it as it's not a bad form. And honestly, physiologically, there's no argument what I'm saying is correct. You want your, yeah, you let the major parts do the big swings. And then when you're doing softer shit, you can let the micro twitch muscles like your hands and shit do it. It makes perfect sense to me, especially, but I think once you do it a few times, you'll agree. I think I'm just going to hit this shot every time on that hole. Whatever club is the distance of the hole, I'm going to high tee and thumb it. All right. I got one more game in me. Josh, where I'm staying, and even when there are more variables, I'm taking it away with just emotion. The other thing that I found, I have no bodily function issues or body issues from like carpal tunnel or shoulder damage, because that motion then allows me to contact the right part of my hand too. And I rarely miss that spot now. Now, mind you, this is, I mean, if I've played 100,000 lifetime games now, and that doesn't even include CTTP, dailies. I mean, there should be some damage. Hi, Chad. How you doing, buddy? All right, let's play one of these other ones. Let's play an old course. Oh, yes, I do wish to cancel. Oh, Chad, no more MediaCom. I got rid of it and got fiber here. So we can do anything on my stream. Well, we've all been playing Cat Andreas. It's on there. That Dodge we get to play. We'll save that for Bama. He's a big Dodge fan. This is a great fucking course. Let's play it. Oh, shit. You're getting there, man. The learning curve nowadays is way there. Oh, Josh, I'm driving and I'm staying at the Ramada in Wentzville. It's 3.7 miles away. And it was not expensive. So now that I'm shushing, do I change this up? Yeah, no, I'm using South Slope, man. Ah, you gotta love me some Nick, man. Nick's a great guy. He takes his shit seriously, man. We played in the last year's St. Louis. It was awesome, but a viewer from word of mouth, good friends with Nick Fernandez, I think Sam Crow, was he actually drew me as a doubles partner after getting an entry from me for the tournament. And mind you, that I was pretty hammered and he was not, but we ended up rolling through the doubles, and he was getting mad because I was hammered. Nick takes it serious, man. Like, I had never seen a player in a doubles match wear headphones. I was like, wow, that's kind of good. That's kind of tough. Oh, come on. We ended up solidly winning that. But it was awesome having the guy who won his tournament entry on word of mouth get paired with me, and then he basically carried me. I was drunk enough that I couldn't really perform well, but I knew what to tell him to hit, or I knew when he was doing something wrong, I could tell him, no. But a lot of those doubles tournaments come down to the B player, and I don't like segregating it like that, but it's like that's how it's done. They take half the field, the top half is the A side, one name from that, one name from B. Wentzville. Okay, this is rare. I don't think when I played this course live, you would ever go over this and be able to clear the creek. I don't remember ever doing this on this course for prizes. It was always laying up short, and the way that we used to do it doesn't even work anymore because graphics got better, and some of the off the green spots have these blades of grass everywhere that you hit. Yay. All right, so now how do we want to play this? So my theory here is to make the line straight as possible and give you the most green to work with. So if I went hammer straight forward there with it to 8.5, my approach shot, if I went long, is bringing water into play, but now it's not. Like now I got just a clean look. Let's thumb this with release. Would I have liked to have put it over to the left side and had it dead straight up the hill? Yeah, but that wind would have had me fighting that tree too much. Like if I mishit it, I'd miss it wet in the wall. Oh, I was not. Last night I was hurting playing, Dan. I'm still not recovered fully from. There's still some days where, like, I'm guessing tomorrow I'm gonna hurt playing T. Yeah, I only got 2 cycles in last night, and then only it wasn't great. I wasn't very good. I've been getting out and trying to play at least 3 or 4 times a week, because now there's no way to turn my credits into cash, so I have to play them through. Bah! All right, this next hole, it might be hole 9. Yeah, this next hole, I'm going to give you a tip of the pros. Look, if you try to hit an A1 and go over this, it's that hill is too steep and it will come right back down and go wet. But if you do this, we're on heavy rough, so I'm going to choose the club. What the hell? Hey, where did my music go? It just decided to stop. Ah, screw it. We don't need music for this last game. We'll just talk it out. We'll talk it out. We'll do like the solar system when your stars align and just plan it out. So now we got that. We know my 283, the club that I'm going to hit. Remember, heavy rough. I play the club that's the distance there. We got a little wind in our face, so I'm going to play that. And now you'll see this ball's going to end up right at 290. It's going to be right there. And that's more wind in my face, but speed-wise, that's the right shot to hit. And I don't think I caught that dead straight. But that's going to be my max distance there, so you can build your shots off of that. And that works in heavy rough. I want you to be careful of switching to using the 9-wood or the 6-wood, because the 6-wood's off by about 5 yards and the 9-wood's off by about 10. So that number, you got to adjust that accordingly for those clubs. Anytime, man. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm going to make sure in St. Louis that when I'm not playing, in between stuff, that I'm either playing with one of you guys or else commentating. I like it. And it saves me from being stupid. Oh, yeah, dude. That was... The 104.3, I remember back in the day, every year summer would start, they would play for like 6 or 8 hours straight, Summertime by Will Smith. It was kind of hilarious, kind of annoying, but also, like, you gotta love the song. And it gives them a day of free programming, right? They don't have to do shit that day. Just plug it on and have a guy talk every now and then. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna try to stay a little bit toned down, because I'm gonna be on painkillers. I don't want to be an ass. I kind of lost my love for being sloppy. Oh, it's awesome, yeah. The other one that station was 106.7, I think, 106.3. One of those two. Oh, my, oh, hey, hey. All right, so the 4-wood clears. I mean, the 6-wood clears. The 9-wood clears. Is that going to be too much club? Nope, this should be good. Remember, when we played this live, we didn't have tees, so we were hitting a shot with like a 3-wood off the right hill, and if you hit it right, it would kick onto the green. Oh, my, oh, hey, hey. I'm gonna, if 18 sets up semi-good for it, I'm going to hit the special shot that I love to hit on it. It's got the secret sauce that I like to use. That played. I don't think I've ever high-teed that hole. Felt good. All right, 16. Easy look today. We can go straight and get to the fairway, so that's what you're going to do. All right, this has been a very, very friendly look, to be honest with you. As this course goes. don't like this, the bounce kicking in, so I'm going to do this. Just so I can keep it up top. Rather than hitting up, maybe hitting the grass and not kicking on the green, but that putt would have always been way down at the bottom of the green. Tricky ass hole here. Yeah, I gotta quit. I gotta go relax for a minute, get the dogs out, and then get ready to go up to Minnesota. We're gonna do this. We're gonna go over the top. We're going Sylvester Stallone style. Mind you, this was not a shot we could use back in the day because there wasn't really a club that would get over that. Occasionally there would, but it would be way farther back on the box. Damn it. Yeah, I normally only did that with an outwind. I didn't think that... But you can bank that off the hill. And look at how much tighter I would have been able to keep that to the pin. What? Meet you halfway. From where? I don't know what that means, Rios. You can message me, you son of a bitch. Okay. Yeah, well, they're coming down to New Prague from Walker. Across the sky, come on, man. Oh, I got you. I get it now. But we're gonna call that a night. Pleasure having all of you again tonight. Good questions. We got a lot of answers out there. Guys, just keep playing. You'll see me again maybe Sunday. I might get home Sunday and come down and bang out that event. Maybe throw it up live. But it's kind of boring to watch me play 6 holes of DNF. But because I'm going to have to get some bigger scores, even though I did get a 2-better out of the way tonight. So that helps. I haven't played it much either, though. So we'll see. Where are we at? Does that put me into second? No, I'm right behind Jeff Lannon. I'm gonna take it down. So I'll probably take it down Sunday. We will see you guys again, if not Monday night, if not Sunday, Monday night. But thanks for being here, and we're gonna say word of mouth is out. Good night.